Let me explain further this ritual. Let me explain further this ritual. So this ritual about using one bitter kola, soaking it overnight with water, and giving it to your husband to eat the first thing in the next day morning after the prayer, using it to pray for him. That he should eat it first thing in the morning when he wakes up, before he takes anything, before he drinks water, and he must not sleep with you the night before. That is the night you did this ritual, he must not sleep with you. You understand? When I mean sleep with you, you people understand what I mean. It doesn't mean that two of you will not sleep on the same bed, because this is prayer of agreement, and your husband must accept this kind of ritual, as in he must believe and accept from you doing this for him, because this is prayer of open doors for him. This is prayer of wherever he goes to, nobody will be able to intimidate him, nobody will ever spoil his own, nobody, in as much he's not spoiling people's own. So educate him more, in as much he is not spoiling people's own. Not that there are some people who spoil people's own and expect their own to be, their chicks to be saved and be reserved. No. Okay, so your husband must believe, and you use it to pray for him, just the same way you give your husband your chi. This is the same way you use your period to pray for your husband. That is how you should use it to pray for him. So it's not something you can do on his behalf. How can you do it on his behalf? Many of you don't watch video from the beginning to the end. You are supposed to watch this video from the beginning to the end, listen to it very well. After listening to it very well, then you will now know that he ought to eat it. So how are you going to do it on his behalf? You will now use it to pray, and you will not eat it. How is that possible? There are some questions sometimes that I really don't want to answer. I will be asking, how is this married woman, this housewife, how are you people actually comprehending things? How are you understanding things? Then what is happening in the life of the IQ of your children, just because of the way you people ask questions sometimes. You understand? That is why I sometimes I take it upon myself to come and explain vividly to you guys. So those of you that is always saying, can I stand in the gap for this? Can I stand? If who you want to stand in the gap for, you did not educate the person about it, you did not take permission for the person that you want to stand the gap for, or telling the person that this is what I want to do, how is it, how are you expecting it to work? How are you expecting it to work? There's a woman that said he wanted to come and do a reading about his child one time. I tell them, I say, madam, why can't you just tell your side? He's old enough. Bring him, let him come and stand for himself, or ask him, take permission from these people. Me, I as a human as I am right this, they are members of, I can't just carry my members of my family and I go and check about them. I must tell them, I am somewhere, or should I check for you? Those kind of things, you seek permission from people before you do something, because otherwise the person can say, oh, if you do my name like this, do my name like this will happen to you. You understand? Even though you don't know, it might say whoever take my name. Some of them will not say whoever use my name for evil. Some might say, hey, anybody that took my name to this one or to any shrine or to go and check on me. People pray differently. People understand things differently. Okay, my darling. So your husband have to condescend to this, because it's a way road opener for him, for business, for breakthrough. And time to time as well, use egg to clean your husband body. Time to time as well, use honey and salt to wash his feet, to pray for him. Man where they do well, odogu where they do well. You understand when I dey talk so?